at that awesome Rocco Park. Hit or miss. Usually a miss, but we're here. My app says low tide, but every time it says low tide, it's a high tide. And when I expect it to be high tide, it's a low tide. So I'm gonna expect it's high tide right now because it said low tide. And I am right. Although we'll be heading out here soon, but I think my app's on a little bit of a lag. So I should have a good hour or so until it's really getting low. And we're moving right into a major Solinar right now. Look at that right there, something big. You know what it is, let's get it. All right, I'm seeing a lot of action right here. Set my rig up weedless real quick. It's a mirror lure, paddle tail, well, I guess split tail. But it says it's good for everything. So we'll see what happens. I know right about there's a big stick, so we're staying away from that. A lot of flounder in here. Got a good chance of catching one of those tonight. That big old cloud. But right there, something's taking off. They're out here. Right there too. I've got a big oval weight on there, so it helps pop it up. Whoa, look right there. And then drops it back down real good. So I'm hoping that'll help us out a little bit. Be nice to get one right away. Ooh, something's on it. To be honest though, I've never caught anything over on this side. And I've said it multiple times on other videos. But every time I come here, there's stuff running around. Alright, right out there is that oyster bank. I always try to get kind of close to, but I'm always afraid I'm going to get stuck on it. You see that white? That's my lure in a tree. Doing little pops off the ground. We got a good chance right now. It's good tide, not moving too quick. It's a high tide right now, giving these bigger fish a chance to get up in here. I don't know why I haven't thrown this out yet. This is just a sitting pole. My sabiki rig rigged this up today. Got us a Sputnik, which might be too heavy, so I'm hoping the hooks do what they do and I have to keep checking it. Look, sometimes you let it sit there and something will get it. But we're gonna get this sabiki rig out there because it's just gonna sit there. And I can mess around with this other pole. If we get something kind of small on this, then we can put it on the big pole that I've got in the truck. So let's see what happens. Sputnik! Probably ain't gonna get too far out with that, unfortunately, because it's pretty heavy. We're gonna let her sit for a minute and we'll check on it every so often. All right, they're starting to jump. Not 100% sure about this setup right here. I'm gonna give it a little bit, but I'm definitely not wasting the whole night on it. Might even put a smaller weight on there, to be honest. But I'm gonna try to get me a nice flounder. Catch and release only tonight. Every time I turn around, all that jumping's happening, but they don't want to bite when I'm over there. That's moving, so there might be something on it already. Let's see. That's a good way. Ooh, that drag is way up. There we go. Now, they should be able to take off with the pole or the line because the weight's at the bottom, and if they hit it, they'll take my drag, and the Sputnik don't need to move. All right, the plan is catch a fish before that hits me because there's lightning all through that. We need some fish. Let's go. Oh, oh. Got one. There we go. See what we got. She's a runner, she's a track star. Probably a catfish, honestly. Yep. But hey, we got some. That's 2 catfish for today. Thank you, Lord. How about another? All right. We're getting better at this. I've always been told the whiskers will sting you. And then somebody told me they don't. So here we are. Trying not to get stung or stabbed. Hacha! Feisty. Alright, we are way out there. I heard that over my music. That's how quick that bite happened. Once it gets a little more overhead, we're going to get out of here. But I got my fish. Thank you, Lord. Woo! Another lightning. Get a couple of those for the video. Alright, let's try out this way. I can hear them jumping now too. And here comes that dang storm. Hopefully the storm gets them all excited. I've always been a believer in that. So what I'm thinking is that it's just way too muddy here. And my JYG head is way too heavy. So every time I flick it up, it's just sinking too far into the muck. Rather than just kind of dink, 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 looking like it's eating. There's a little fish jump. That's the mimic I'm going for, is just a little shrimp. Eating off the bottom. Gotten so many flounder here jigging like that. But I do have a pink head on, which might throw them off. It's a little too heavy. And the storm coming might be messing with the pressure, making them not as hungry. She's getting closer. She's gonna be a nasty one. Doesn't look very wide, it looks pretty isolated. But you can see a little bit of the storm coming there. This might just be the head of the storm. Man, I was really excited about getting some fishing in tonight. That's alright. Can't win them all. We've caught 2 fish today. Can't get them all. Whew, right on that edge. Here we go. See, everything's starting to wake up now. I'm trying to stay up out of that muck. But I know I'm going a little quick. If I get closer, it's not as bad. But when it's far out like that, it's just kind of dragging it straight in at you and it's digging in the mud. But you get a little closer to you, you can get that tip up. It kind of pulls it more up. The more you know. See if we can get some good lightning over there. That storm's about to be here. I'm not fond of this. Something was messing with it. Oh no! Got one of them dumb knots. I hate them things. Where'd it go? There it is. I hate when that happens. I think the lure's too light so the line's able to tangle up. Well, on that note, we got lightning coming. No bites, but that catfish. And a pretty nice little nest here. I don't want to pull too tight. I think I just messed up. Yep. Maybe not. Let's see if I can get it. Oh yeah, I got it. I've learned the patience from my buddy Braxton. That's the knot master. Guess we're gonna stay. They're starting to come out, but this lightning's getting crazy. Alright, 2 fish. Fish are just now starting to bite. It sucks to have to leave. I'm gonna go down this way, fish this bank right here for a little while because they like to sit up there where the bait's at. We'll see what happens.